Good morning and happy Sunday, everybody. It is very late for me. I slept in until 7, which is 2 hours later than normal. And then my 20-year-old wanted to watch an episode of Lost with me, and I'm always going to select that over doing YouTube. But here I am. It's a little after 9 a.m. as I start recording this. It's pitch black here because of this awful storm. Had some mega thunder and lightning just a few minutes ago, but I'm ready to go. And then I'm leaving for the day right after I post this. Well, for a few hours anyway. So let's jump right in. It was, as always, a jam-packed week in the world of sports cards and collectibles. Here we go. And as always, throw some comments in or a comment about any thoughts you have about any of these topics. I always appreciate that, and I will read them later on. And yeah, here we go. The biggest news this week is this Sarah Beasy for Sheezy shared this, and this is when I first noticed it. A lot of breakers are breaking a case of 23 Donruss um, Optic and getting dozens of Downtowns. And you're not supposed to. This is supposed to be a case hit. And so there was, if you're not on social media, you missed the outrage, the outcry from everybody over this. Here's probably one of the best pictures I found of everything. I'm not going to cover all of this because this isn't of interest to me, but I am going to point you to this Card Lines article from a few days ago that kind of covers the whole thing. And I'll try to remember to put this in the link or in the description to this video. Card Lines kind of covered everything, what happened. And then they talk about here are all the numbers. So VIP Rips had 26 Downtowns in one case. The hobby had 11 Downtowns in half case, 25. Why they may have done this, or could it have been a mistake? So I will add that link in here for you to go and read. A couple of other things about this. Panini did release a statement on Optic Downtown issue, and they said they conducted a 72-hour on-site audit. There was an error during manufacturing, so they are acknowledging this. And there's a lot here, but the issue was isolated, affecting a small number of FOTL cases. FOTL is first off the line, where extra content was included in some cases, but there was no shortage of any content in the first off the line boxes sold. So they must have printed extras then, if every case still received one and a bunch of cases received dozens. There have to be more than expected. And then the rest of the Optic manufacturing and pack out was normal and unaffected. Huh. It's interesting. And then Lamim James posts this comparison of 2018 Downtown. By the way, I don't even like Downtowns. I don't think they look good. I like Kabooms a lot. I don't have any, probably never will, but Downtowns just don't look appealing to me, but I know they're really popular. 354 have been graded by PSA from the 2018 Panini Donruss, and 7,807 have been graded from 2023. And that's feels pretty significant to me. And it's pretty wild for a product that was delayed significantly, Donruss Optic. And of course, this is Donruss, not Donruss Optic, that they had such issues. The product is coming out just before training camp, just before the season. All right, had a little bit of a problem where StreamYard crashed on me, and I didn't realize it for over a minute where I was just talking about the Downtowns. I don't think anything, I didn't miss any points here, but just wanted you to know why it just kind of stops and then moves on to something else. I've never had that happen before. I don't know if it was the storm. The only thing that crashed was StreamYard. So let's continue on here. Sorry about that. Okay. Changing the topic to Katie Ledecky, the greatest female swimmer in history, not far behind Michael Phelps for greatest swimmer in history. Topps is releasing this one of one superfractor with an athlete worn memorabilia. Where is that HY? Why would there be an HY? I wanted to get to the bottom of this. Somebody suggested that it comes from Ryan Murphy's swim cap, which I thought was a pretty decent guess, knowing Topps. But my friend in real life, Ryan, says that HYP Socks is an officially licensed apparel company. And sure enough, here they are on the Team USA sponsors list. Team USA co-branded, Team USA licensee. And here's the brand, HYP. If we go back to the card, I think Ryan is onto something there. I think that's the same. And that does look like it could be sock material. Now, why was Topps paid by Hype or HYP Socks to put these in a card to get them some? I don't know. Like, why would we choose a sock for a swimmer? It doesn't matter, but it's just one of those silly little Topps things. Speaking of silly little Topps things, Big Apple refractors in Topps Chrome boxes. This looks cool. I'm not a Yankees fan, of course. I strongly dislike the Yankees as a Red Sox fan. But this is a cool card. But then it says there are Big Apple refractors of every player in the base set, and each card is highly limited. Why would you have Rafael Devers with a Big Apple refractor? I don't understand. All right, PSA grading trends from the past week, courtesy of GemRate. Stephen Benzel says, could there be anything more boring than collecting football? And with baseball and basketball, you've got a nice mix of positions and hitters, and there's even a couple of pitchers in here. Not very many, but football, there's almost only quarterbacks. You got a running back, you got a wide receiver, but it's almost only quarterbacks. And in baseball, you have shortstops, outfielders, second baseman, first baseman, third baseman. Basketball, you've got all over the court. Football, it's almost exclusively quarterbacks. Football's not my thing. If it's yours, that's great. No criticism. This is just one of the reasons why collecting football cards isn't my thing. I am planning on watching a lot more football this year, which I haven't done in I don't know, 4-5 years maybe. But this year, get back into it. Another cool Topps card, and again, it's the Yankees. This is an Aaron Judge Juan Soto dual autographed museum collection card, number 5. Yeah, looks like on-card autographs. It's very cool. I would want this card. So good on Topps. No but on this one. And then we get back to Topps. So Topps was promoting these value boxes, which are blaster boxes, retail boxes, $45, marked down from $50 for Topps Chrome 2024. Sorry, this is actually just Topps. This isn't even Topps Chrome. This whole time I was thinking this was Topps Chrome. That's even crazier then. And here's blasters at Target, which are now $40 of Topps Chrome or value boxes. $40. Yikes. And then here's somebody who bought spent $40 on 2 blasters at his LCS, trying to complete the 300 card checklist. Pretty infuriating, as Topps Chrome is not a cheap product. Got doubles of every card almost. Maybe not every. He's got some stacks over here that don't look like doubles, but yeah, my advice, if you're looking to complete the set, buy a couple blasters, sure. But also you can probably buy all 300 much cheaper at bargain bins. than you could by buying them out with blasters. Just a thought. Okay, this was another issue this week. So this whatnot breaker, and Brian Gray, former head of Leaf, shared this. Uh, I watched this. It does seem to be a little sleight of hand, as Brian calls it, where he hid the bottom card, slid it off the pile. So VIP Rips releases this statement saying, "We always operate with the highest integrity. One of our team carefully reviewed the live stream. We also had a third-party independent forensic expert do a thorough assessment. Neither we nor this independent expert found anything nefarious or any wrongdoing. But given the questions that did arise, we're going to place protocols to prevent this. We will also be making changes to our staff." So we found nothing wrong, but we fired the person who did this. Am I understanding that right? And then Dan the Card Man responds with the same. Nothing went wrong, but we fired the guy and changed how we operate. Which is that's how I read it too, and pretty much everybody read it the same way. We did nothing wrong, but here are all the changes we're making because of it. Okay, have always been a big fan of the MVP buyback program for Topps. I'm just gonna make sure I'm still going here. Yeah, Topps Chrome does the MVP buyback. Now they're announcing, probably in anticipation of Shohei Ohtani winning another MVP. I think Ohtani was probably behind Mookie Betts for favorite for MVP, but Mookie went down, and now it's probably. And I'm no MVP expert. I'm just guessing that Shohei is going to win it in the NL, Judge in the AL. So back to back, they are now offering $400 for the buyback refractor, 600 for the, and that's for the numbered 199, $1,000 for the number to 50 negative, and then they provide the details here. Topps Chrome MVP stamped refractor. So if Shohei wins the second one in a row, that's pretty significant and kind of a cool chase, if you ask me. We already talked about that. I had two of those up. Okay. This is a photograph of Babe Ruth, either the day of the trade to the Yankees or the sale to the Yankees, or shortly thereafter. It's kind of an advertising thing. On the back of it, you can read details of the sale. And it's an original news photograph, type 1. Current bidding is at 37,000, including buyer's premium. And it's expected to go for 80,000 or more. I just thought that was a neat little piece. Normally, I wouldn't cover a finals worn jersey, but since it's the Celtics, I'm going to. This one was photo matched to 2 finals games for Jason Tatum, sold for $96,000. Yeah, well, that was neat. Jaylen Brown, though, who won MVP, this one was photo matched to 3 games, but one of them was game 1 of the finals. Only sold for $38,000, so well under half of what Tatum sold for. But I guess Tatum is considered more valuable, more collectible. Then this Kobe Bryant locker from the old Staples Center. From Staples Center in LA, just sold for $2.88 million at Sotheby's. Where was it? Locker was removed from the facility during a 2018 renovation. So what I was going to say was from the old Staples Center locker room before it was renovated. A maintenance worker recognized the gravity of the locker's significance and ensured it wasn't destroyed. They sold it to an American collector in a private transaction, and now that person has just consigned it to Sotheby's, where it sold for almost $3 million. So good for that maintenance worker. I wonder what that maintenance worker received for it. All right, Heritage. This is the bases from the day, speaking of smart people, the day Hank Aaron passed Babe Ruth. A Braves staffer went out and picked up all 4 of the bases, uh, and home plate, and they kept them in their family ever since, and they, have just consigned them to Heritage, where the bidding is at $50,000, and they're expected to go for 6 figures. So, pretty neat. I like that stuff. Make sure you sign up for my newsletter. I'll have a new issue tomorrow. I'm gonna be doing some giveaways in August to newsletter subscribers. I'll talk about them here on my channel, but I'm going to announce them tomorrow in my newsletter. I'm excited about that. I have some PSA slabs I'll be giving away, so make sure you subscribe to junkwaxhero.com. The link is in this description. All right, this is the Charlotte O's Police card, orange border Cal Ripken minor league card. Just sold for new minor league card record, $69,000. No word on if Chris Sewell was involved in the bidding for this. Neat story behind this too, which maybe I'll cover in a video coming up. Remember the Jackie Robinson statue? The guy was caught and he was sentenced to 15 years in prison for that and other multiple robberies in the days after stealing the Jackie Robinson statue. So that's good. 15 years. Ah, yes. I love this post. Tony Hine posts that he came home from the National absolutely elated. He was finally able to acquire this Christopher Morrill uh, autograph, whatever this card is, and then a day later, Morrill was traded away. Yeah, this is another one of the reasons that I have a hard time buying prospect cards and current player cards. Like I have a ton of Rafael Devers cards, and if he gets traded away, they become less of. I don't know. They shouldn't. I know they shouldn't, but it's hard. All right, prime time. I don't know who this person is, but ticket stub to Game 5 of the 1948 World Series between the Indians and the Boston Braves. Bob Feller and Warren Spahn pitched, and it's autographed by Bob Feller. Also features a relief appearance by Satchel Paige, the first time a black pitcher ever appeared in a World Series. Sold for just $430, which seems crazy low to me. All right, we have 100, well, 99 Mickey Mantle autographs on this sheet. And there's one here, and I can't zoom in, unfortunately, but it says he wrote on one of these stickers, "These pens suck." I thought that's funny. It's a 16 by 20 sheet of Mickey Mantle autographs from the early 1990s. Oh, here's the zoom. You can't read it really, but these pens suck. SGC just graded this Johnny Bench rookie card a 10. So I'm sure this will be up for sale soon. That's my guess. Always try to end on a good note. That's what we have for today. I appreciate you guys watching. Make sure you comment. Make sure you're subscribed to my newsletter. Again, link is in description to this. Um, hoping to get to 1,000 subscribers soon on the newsletter. It's free. It's weekly for now, although I'll add more occasionally when I have something more. Kind of a roundup of things that some of it make into this video and some don't. But hope you all have a great Sunday, and I will see you with more videos this week. Thanks for watching.